It has been a very long time since I have uploaded a video. This is Deric of These Hands Sports, and these hands, as usual, are coming at you. So, I've been away, but I've been away for reasons that actually were worth me not showing up here for a while. So I had some basement renovations, a lot going on at work. Things are just changing everywhere, but luckily I am back. I'm ready to talk about boxing. I'm ready to talk about sports. And as you know, this channel is all about that. So you got boxing, you got racing games. I do a lot of games that others may not do because I'm just an oddball. No, I'm not an oddball, but listen, I do games that I enjoy playing. So Undisputed, I've seen a lot of us fall off. I don't see people talking about Undisputed anymore, and I'm disappointed about that. We have had an update released today. It's been a while since there have been updates, and I'm assuming that's one of the reasons so many people have fallen off. But I'm pointing myself back, and I'm ready to talk about Undisputed. As I mentioned before, we have some changes, some magnificent updates to talk about. Some changes with boxers, boxing venues, and they just added the Eastern Assassin to the game. We needed some Larry Holmes, so now we got him. So let's go to the updates. Let's go! All right, so here we go. We have updates released today. We've got our boy in the game. I'm ready to talk about it, so let's go. This is the Eastern Assassin update, and as I said in the intro, I'm not going to go over everything because this will be a very long video, so I'm going over the highlights. So added to the game is Mr. Larry Holmes. We've got Kevin Kelly, and we've got Lerone Richards. So get ready to play with these guys. I'm going to jump on and play with Larry Holmes in a few minutes. If you want to stay tuned because it's coming. So the venues that have been added: St. Andrew's Sporting Club. This is a venue out of Glasgow, Scotland. They've reworked Santiago Gym. They've revamped and highlighted Turner's Gym. So we got some general changes right here. They've added new results, timeline cutscene for fights that end in flash knockout. They've added a new timeline cutscene for fights ending in surrender. Players will now actually see the corner throw in the towel. I like that. They have updated the instant replay system to include the new SFX. Players can once again cancel and end their taunts early in online play. There was a time where you would taunt, somebody steps to you and could really get a nice series of punches in. So it's good to see that change. During the tail of the tape in online fights, it now only takes one player to press skip to end the tail of the tape. Gameplay changes. They've reduced movement speed of fighters when they're dazed. They've introduced stamina scaling across weight classes. This actually means that they're able to balance stamina between weight classes individually. So heavier weight classes, they're going to use more stamina and they should throw fewer punches. That's a nice change. Slightly reduced maximum movement speed for fighters. That's one that I like. So the AI changes, they've been really working on AI. They've introduced AI reactionary behavior specific to whether they're winning or losing the fight. That's a good one. They've introduced AI reactionary behavior specific to receiving multiple illegal shots. They've improved AI boxer movement into and out of the pocket. I like that. They've improved AI boxer positioning when they're engaging, improved AI punch selection when probing, engaging, chasing, KO. They fixed an issue when the AI boxer was getting stuck in the hit stun. I remember that. So that's gone, which is good. They've adjusted how and when the AI boxer chooses to be aggressive to resemble a real fighter more closely. They've improved AI behavior when dazed. So those are all good changes. AI needed to be revamped, and they've done some things to make it more playable, more fun for us. So here are the changes. You got Rocky Marciano and Joe Louis introduced the old style moveset into the game. Rocky and Joe now have old school movesets. I can't wait to try that out. Mr. Terrence Crawford, they've increased his overall from 90 to 91. That right hand has gained some power. His punching power has moved from an 85 to an 87. His punch speed has increased. His movement speed has increased. His stamina has increased. His conditioning has moved from an 87 to a 90. They've upgraded his punches and bunches trait from tier 1 to tier 2. They've added the sting like a bee trait, tier 2. So Muhammad Ali, you got some changes there. The float like a butterfly, the sting like a bee, they both increased to tier 3. Joe, that smoking left hook, that bounce back, the hook went to a tier 3 and the bounce back to tier 2. Arturo Gatti, his blood and guts warrior trait is increased to a tier 3. Jones Jr., Roy Jones Jr., y'all ready for this? Hey, but Roy, they've upgraded Untouchable to a tier 3. They've upgraded Lucy Goosey from tier 1 to tier 2. You got Katie Taylor. They've upgraded Powerhouse from 1 to 2. Upgraded Second Win from tier 1 to tier 2. Alexander Usyk upgraded Distance Keeper to tier 2. Tyson Fury, his Second Win trait to tier 2. His Third Win trait to tier 3. Canelo Alvarez Body Worker trait from 1 to 3. Liver Destroyer Man from 1 to 3. Granite Chin from 1 to 2. Sugar Ray Robinson Rock'em Sock'em trait 1 to 2. Sugar Ray Leonard Distance Keeper to a tier 2. Distance Keeper to a tier 2. Joe Louis Bomber trait to tier 3. Rocky Marciano Lionheart to 3. Powerhouse to 2. Riddick Bowe Powerhouse to 2. Linares Rubber Legs trait. They took that out of there. Sonny Edwards upgraded Untouchable to tier 3. Mickey Ward Lionheart to tier 2. Johnny Nelson Right Hand Bomb to tier 2. Ryan Garcia, they probably needed to upgrade him. I was a little disappointed in that fight that he had, but Tireless trait moved to a tier 3. Added Punches and Bunches tier 1 trait. Lomachenko, the Prince trait to tier 2, Untouchable to tier 2. Cameron, Right Hand Bomb tier 2 trait. We have Natasha Jonas, upgraded Knockout Artist from 1 to 3. Eddie Hall, he has not finished yet, trait tier 1. Frank Bruno Bomber tier 2. Knockout Artist tier 2. Joe Calzaghe Punches and Bunches tier 3. Tireless trait tier 2. So bug fixes, and I'm gonna stay here for a second because these are important. So they fixed an issue that prevented players from using an illegal blow after blocking. They fixed an issue that caused some close left uppercuts to the head not to land properly. They fixed an issue where diagonal dodge was inverted on some boxers. They fixed an issue where matchmaking timeouts were taking too long. They fixed an issue where players would get stuck in transition screens of the opponent disconnect when the player is surrendering. They fixed an issue where AI would not move out of the corner unless approached when in or beyond the 8th round. And that's happened to me before. So they fixed it, which is good. So they fixed an issue where Saved by the Bell was preventing the player from throwing punches in the following round. They fixed multiple boxers in place select not behaving correctly when loading in. They've also updated the clinch animation to reduce the amount of clipping when clinching a boxer in the opposite stance. They fixed an issue where Tommy Morrison's hair would clip into his neck. They fixed muscle flexing not working on multiple boxers. They fixed favorite boxer sound effect not working properly in the fighter select menu. Fixed an issue where holding the slip input would cause the animation to continuously play. The slip now waits for the input to reset before playing the animation again. They fixed an issue where the tail of the tape audio in the gems would be very short. They fixed an issue where cut UI would repeatedly show even when the cut damage was not progressing. They fixed some spelling issues within the music settings tab. They fixed an issue where some venues were not pausing correctly during cut scenes. They fixed an issue where some boxer renders weren't correct. They fixed an issue where some boxers were not animating correctly during the get up minigame. They fixed an issue in simulation mode where manual block controls were inverted. An additional minor bug fixing. So my goodness, there has been a lot of updates, and it's good to see that they are definitely engaged in trying to get us back to this game. I want to use Larry Holmes. I got to test this guy out. He got his hat handed to him when Mike Tyson got in the ring with him. But I remember Larry was a beast. Didn't like what he did to Muhammad Ali, but he was a beast. So let's get into some gameplay. I'll be coming back at you in a little bit. Stay tuned. Peace.